And we're back. So for today's episode, we will be heading first to Diamond City and then to Goodneighbor. I hope that we have the audio problems from last time sorted out. If we're continuing to have problems in this episode, it may be some time before I upload a new episode in order for me to be able to sort those problems out. Because we're just going to run and discover some places and people, it's possible that nothing interesting will happen today. So right off the bat, I will be pleased to present you an amusing fact. Did you know that Clue is called Cluedo in the UK? Because in the UK, the game of Yahtzee is called Ludo. And so it was originally a pun. In fact, the Wikipedia article is even titled Cluedo. It occurs to me that I am not headed towards Diamond City right now, and I am headed in the wrong direction towards the Museum of Freedom mission. So we'll take out this guy and then start headed in the right direction. So those are the first two kills that Miss Scarlett got with the pipe wrench. And I promise I will not make that joke again until after we kill Kellogg. There. Now we have a marker headed in the direction of Diamond City. So the things that we want to do today is get the Pickman mission so that next time we can get Pickman's blade as the knife of choice for this character, and we will meet Deacon because Deacon will eventually be one of our three main companions along with Dance and X688 at different times, and we'll also just progress the story along through Diamond City.
What the? Hey.
I don't know if I want to tangle with these raiders right now. Usually, if I'm coming directly from Walden Pond, I'm on the other side of the road from them. But I got a little sidetracked because I ran in exactly the opposite direction for a while. So in general, I'm just making a straight path towards Diamond City, picking up any fast travel points that are nearby along the way. Now, this little area I go through every time that I do it this way, and there are two Yaoguai, and my general plan should be to avoid the Yaoguai, but instead what it is that I run straight through this cabin, get the Yaoguai mad at me, and loot the containers inside, because I like looting the containers. It does mean that we have to run for our life to get to Grey Garden after the Yaoguai spot me. Usually they are already pissed by now. I think we may have gotten out of that one scot-free, which is unusual. Oh, you know what? That's not the Yaoguai, that's just the Rad Stags. We will be trying to get the red dress this episode, but there's no guarantees of that. We're going to get it one way or another from a random drop. We should get the radio signal to go to Cambridge Police Station right about now. But we won't be doing that quest for quite a while. I'm getting Beantown Brewery, and then Oberlin Station is right here. And then we're going to make a tiny detour so that we can grab Vault 81. I don't know if we're going to ever go into Vault 81 with this character, but it puts us pretty close to Diamond City anyway. Now, as you approach Vault 81, there's another Yaoguai. Usually you can bypass it. If you've already discovered Vault 81 and you're still coming from this direction, you can generally just run straight into Vault 81 because usually Cricket is there, but not on your very first visit. And Cricket will definitely kill the Yaoguai, but we need to sneak past. You're going to see it here in just a second. Right there. It should growl at us, but not actually run straight for us. If it does do that, then we'll make a bolt across the Chestnut Reservoir and into Diamond City. Oh! It looks like Cricket might actually be here on the first time.
Too many miles on the
Yep.
road. At least the pay is terrible.
Everyone wants a piece of what I got.
Who is Simon? It said that I could pickpocket someone named Simon. Sometimes something weird happens, and it says that you can pickpocket someone who's hundreds of meters away from you, and there's no indication of why that is. It's a weird glitch. I've never actually seen what happens if you click the pickpocket button, whether you can actually pickpocket them or if it unscrews itself. These guys are pretty tough. May have done that backwards. Not sure if I hit the blowfly or dogmeat that time. He's way out in the water. There. There's always a fight over there, but you can almost always sneak past it. Now there's some water right here, right there, that looks like it's just land because it's got this weird algae on top of it that never moves. It's very easy to fall in that water, thinking that it's just dry land. Getting real close to Diamond City. There will be a suicider before we get there that we might have to sprint past. We'll see if we can sneak by it. If we had a pistol, we could shoot its arm out, but we don't have a revolver pistol yet, so it would break our rules. Shit, I hear it. Oh, I think that was that I forgot which button was sprint, because I've been playing about 20 hours of Skyrim, and the button is different. I went to sprint, and it crouched me instead. And that is all of the progress we just made gone. So I will let you know when we get back to where we started. It's Shift, by the way. It's not Control or Alt. I don't know why Bethesda switched up the controls so much. Didn't make quite a clean of a getaway as I did last time. Did you know that you can't jump while sprinting in Skyrim? That seems like the most obvious time that you'd want to jump. They fixed it in Fallout 4 though. See down there? That's where you run on the ArcJet mission. It's interesting to see how things connect to each other. I often find that there's certain places on the map that are much closer together than I thought, because you don't go to them for the same reasons. Like Bunker Hill and the CIT ruins are really close to each other, but in my head they're always really far apart because you generally go to them at completely different points in the game. Little idiot savant proc. I like to think about the process of going faster while swimming in Bethesda games, because in Fallout 3 there's no such thing as go faster. There you got one speed. And then in Skyrim you can go faster on land, but you can't go faster in the water. And in Fallout 4 you can sprint while swimming. It's an interesting progression. Bears growling. Another idiot savant proc. Got Crooked again. Guess it's whatever the RNG. Okay, you can pickpocket them, but they aren't anywhere nearby. Unless... Well, for a second there it seemed like they were invisible. You might think that they're these guys, but these are just named Caravan Guard. I don't know. I think I know who those people are, but they aren't anywhere near here. Do you see that? There was some phantom NPCs that I could interact with but couldn't see. Try to sneak by the blowflies this time around. We're almost back to where we started. A good 5 minutes later. This time around, I think I'll remember to press F5 before trying to sprint past suiciders. I almost forgot to do it. I'm pretty bad at that kind of thing. Shit, I hear it.
I hear something.
Yeah, me too. And get this sewer station. And in. I think the suicider's not following me anymore, but I don't think it went off. Let's just get to Piper. Oftentimes I like to go and do that fight because you can usually get good gear either from the super mutants or from whichever side dies. But without any kind of ranged weapon, I think it's too dangerous this time.
You want into Diamond City, right?
I just got here, but yeah. You first. Always believed in freedom of the press. I'm sure your city's a great place. I'm trying to find someone. My baby boy, Sean. He's less than a year old. A mayor of a great city must know everyone. Who can help me?
Well, there is one private citizen, Nick Valentine.
Good to see your
a
charisma
detective
finally
of sorts
paying
who
off.
Specializes in...
Why don't you stop by my office after you see Valentine? I think I just found my next story.
Guess I might as well push my luck and try to get the orange speech check with him too.
You're Sullivan, right?
So, you're that traitor Piper was talking about. Something tells me she's pulled the wool over my eyes again. Am I right?
I wasn't lying. I got a whole supply train coming in tomorrow.
Is that right?
Yeah!
No bull? Well, if that's the case, let me put a down payment on some parts for the gate.
I was wondering if
Here
I'd
you
get
go.
an idiot savant proc on
Anyway,
that.
welcome to Diamond City and all that. I gotta get back to work.
Thanks, I guess. I believe you. Thanks.
Now, my feelings about the Diamond City Market fast travel point is that at first it seemed like a good idea, but it's completely redundant because these two fast travel points are right next to each other. What I thought when I first played the game was that the one that said Diamond City spawned you right outside the walls, and if that were the case, that would be a super helpful idea. But they both spawn you inside the walls and they're right next to each other. So it serves absolutely no purpose. There's often times where I want to spawn directly outside the wall of Diamond City. There's never a time where I care about the difference between spawning about right here compared to spawning about right here. Like, it's so short of a distance that I could walk it while saying that. Now, Piper said to talk to her after Valentine, and I think that's a good idea because I think I'm going to try to push my luck with the charisma checks, and Piper dislikes you doing those charisma checks. We'll wait for these guys to give me the Freedom Trail quest.
The hell is that supposed to be?
There we go, and we'll go talk to Ellie.
Something wrong?
Another stray coming in from the rain. Afraid you're too late. Office is closed.
Now there's a line she says.
I know you must be busy, but I won't take much of your time, miss. It's important.
You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't
Right
mean to be
there,
rude,
where
but
it
it's
sounds
just
like this character has a
detective.
Boston accent, but just for that one line, and I don't know why that is. I've actually talked to the voice actress who does that character on Twitter, because she also voices Sierra Petrovita, and I said something positive about that character, and she liked it.
Don't worry. I can help. Tell me what happened.
Name is Jan Johns.
Hey, I'd love to help, but there's the small matter of expenses.
money. Huh. I do have 125 caps in the old rainy day fund.
Come on. This is your boss's life we're talking about here.
Fine. We'll make it 150 caps.
I don't think I can pass a red speech check, considering what happened with Wolfgang last time.
I'll find him. You have my word.
Thank you. Nick should be easy to spot. He's always wearing that old hat and trench coat getup. Please, hurry.
Also, it's got a big metal face. This encounter is usually like this,
What have you
And
done
Diamond
to
City
real
security does not care at all if you just kill this guy right now.
Kyle,
See?
no!
They don't even...
Okay, show's over.
In fact, this guy might thank
no
me.
sense in Diamond City.
If you
Hear
hadn't
me?
shown up,
Just you folks
You
and
would've
your
killed me.
damn paranoia.
At least someone in this town did more than just stand and gawk.
See? I'm gonna talk to this guy first, but then I'll talk to the security guy for a speech check.
You're safe now. That's all that matters.
I'm not a synth. I told him. I kept telling him. Why didn't he listen to me? I need a minute.
Officer?
Nice shot. I'm gonna have to ask you to step back. Got a mess to clean.
Didn't actually shoot him.
I understand, officer. I just want to know what happened.
You got bricks for ears?
Ah!
I said get the hell out of here now.
I hate when that happens. It's really annoying if you want a haircut right after, because they do not want to provide their normal services right after seeing that. No, I'm gonna get Piper right now. My thinking is, until I get the companions that I actually want to max out the affinity with, that I'm going to switch them back and forth as much as possible. I think that that gives the best variety. That's generally the rule I use.
My favorite ballpark's become a shantytown. Today's been great. All right, Piper. I'm in.
Good. Let's get down to business.
To defeat the
So,
Huns?
I know
I was
My family
frozen
and I were
today!
Frozen. I didn't spend much time in the vault.
wait,
That's a little bit of an obscure
They
reference
boxed
if you don't
you
watch
up
it
in
in
a
a
fridge?
Nostalgia Critic.
Behold, I am immortal.
you know, I guess you kind of are.
I've been having too much fun blowing things up to think about it.
There's no way to just say yes.
A man took Sean, not some shadowy group. No matter how much you want to give up, don't. You have to have hope that you'll see them again, or at least that you'll know the truth. Hey, Piper.
Heading my way?
Sure, let's go.
Will do.
Some of these shadows are a little crazy.
Oh, sorry, boy. Time for you to head home.
Now, I always like to
Looking for something specific?
dress up my companions in something that looks silly. We don't have a lot collected at the moment. Something that makes most of your female companions look really different than usual is if you put them in a ratty skirt. I like collecting sunglasses just to put them on too. Generally, I don't ever let them have their default items even in their inventory, so when we get another female companion, we will give those things to them. This is the silliest we can get right now, which is not very silly. What we're going to do now is head in the direction of the Freedom Trail to Boston Commons and on to Goodneighbor, which fortunately does not take us past that super mutant encounter, although it does take us by some mongrel dogs that we might have to deal with. I think the security will take care of that. I was almost tempted to hold off on leveling up because I was thinking of the Skyrim mechanic where you can top up your health in the middle of a fight by leveling up, but it doesn't work that way in Fallout 4. I think Big Leagues is probably what we can get the most use out of, and maybe Sneak next time.
Blue, we're walking right into Boston Commons. Well, don't come back from here.
I don't know what the range is for Swan detecting you, but if I'm anywhere even close to Boston Commons, I generally sneak the entire time.
7 and A. Some sort of code. 4 and L. Definitely a code.
A lot more loot, a lot less hair.
Might as well keep my promise and take sneak.
2 and A.
I think we're just gonna sneak right past this super mutant here. I don't think it's worth our time to try to engage it. Might sprint past if it notices us.
Now a 6 and an O.
Take these Walden goggles for dog meat. And as soon as we enter Goodneighbor, nobody cares if we kill this character.
Expected.
Hey,
I like you already. Walk into a new place, make a show of dominance. Nice. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
yeah, I feel you. Mayor Hancock. Looking for work.
Work, huh? I'll tell you what. I got reconnaissance needs. There's a lot of weird talk coming in about a place called the Pickman Gallery. It's raider territory up there, but they've been quiet. Like uncomfortable post-coitus quiet. Snoop it out and give me the word.
I might be interested. But let's talk money, Hancock.
Cut the bargain and shit. You know what I'm thinking? You get the standard payout of 200 caps. Take it or leave it.
Scout out Pickman Gallery. On it.
Cool. Be thorough, okay? I'm not paying for a look-see. Find out what's really going on there.
And with that, I think we can call it a short episode. And next time we'll either go get Pickman's Blade or Deacon, or possibly both.